Hello there. Welcome to Convos in an Apron. I am your host, Roseanne. Over here, we don't just allow our food do the talking. We do it too. For those of you who are joining for the first time, you're in for a sweet ride. And while you're here, kindly follow us on all our social media platforms at Convos in an Apron. Feel free to also like, subscribe, share our videos on YouTube. Okay, before we get into today's meal, I would like to share with you a quick kitchen hack. All right, this hack would help your meals get faster. I know it's actually very obvious and very simple trick. It is maintaining order and positioning in the kitchen. Some people get into the zone when they are cooking, and once they are done, they fail to return their utensils where they should be. Believe it or not, it is easier and saves time when you return your utensils once you're done. Saving little minutes of your time would actually make a huge difference much later. And you could do this while maintaining status quo in your kitchen. About food for thought, I really don't know. But what I do know is that I am hungry and I cannot wait for us to get into today's meal. Today is going to be very special. Today's dish is called Tikka Masala. You hear that name? I'm sure your mouth is already watering up by the prospect of this dish. All right, let me give you a little history about this dish, all right? Tikka Masala is a common meal in Britain. It consists of marinated boneless chicken, traditionally cooked in tandoor, and then served in this subtle, spicy, creamy tomato sauce. This dish is considered to be one of Britain's takeouts, but the origin of this dish is still not certain. Some say some traced it back to the South Asian community in Britain. Others claim that it is originated in the Indian community. Nobody knows, I'm not sure. Whichever ways, this dish has taken such a cultural significance in Britain, and it is considered the national dish in Britain. And that is what we're making today. I'm excited. Are you? You should be. Okay, let's look at the recipe for this meal. Groundnut oil, yogurt, tomato puree, butter, chili flakes, Kashmiri chili powder, black pepper, garlic, sugar, ground pepper, ginger, coriander, chicken breast, and cooking cream. Turmeric, ginger, garlic, garam masala, ground cumin, ground coriander. So now we begin. First, we would marinate our chicken. So I'll just give it a quick rinse. Another one. Okay. So we'll start off with a spoon of yogurt. Just a little more. All right. Then we'll add some ginger, some garlic, ground red pepper, we add in some turmeric. Okay. Some cumin. Okay. I didn't want to make any mistake. and some Graham Masala. All right, this is the secret recipe. Okay. And then we'll mix this properly. It's really important that you mix this so the ingredients can circulate properly. Feel free to use your hands if you want to, but I'm using spoon. All right, mix. This would marinate for a minimum of 20 minutes. You can allow it to sit longer if you want to, if you have the time. The longer, the better. All right, we'll allow this to sit. Set aside. Next, we would heat up our pan to fry our chicken. This meal is actually very easy and can be eaten with whatever you like, traditionally rice. Okay, I'm going to be cooking this on medium heat because when I'm frying my chicken, I don't want it to be overcooked. Once this is dried out, I'm just going to turn the gas down a bit and then wait a few minutes just so that the chicken can marinate some more. Okay, so our pan is dried out now. We'll begin to fry our chicken. I'm going to be using a little bit of oil just so that it can give me that brown texture. And really, you're not supposed to use a lot of oil in this meal. All right, that's fine. Spread apart. Okay. Our chicken has marinated now for over 20 minutes. We're just going to wait for this to get hot a little bit. Not so hot. We don't want our chicken to get burned without cooking. All right. Just a quick turn again. All right, so now we'll place our chicken. When frying, try not to overcrowd the pan. You can see it's sizzling. So since we have just a little chicken, I think we can fry it all at once. Last one. Okay. Not too crowded. But if you're cooking for a large quantity of people, then you have to fry this in batches. So we're going to fry this for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side to get that golden brown color that we're looking for. I'm just going to try and circulate the oil so nobody is cheated. The smell. The aroma just does this for me. It's the garlic, you know. All right, we've gotten that brown color that we want. And we'll just flip to the other side. Sizzling, sizzling, sizzling. We'll just allow this to cook for another 2 minutes or so. Okay. And this is good to go. That little piece is for me. And this is what we're looking for. The golden brown color. All right, so the next step now is to create the sauce. You can use the same pan you used in frying your chicken, or you can change pot, whichever works for you. I'm going to use my pot to make my sauce. Okay, so first, I'm going to dice our chicken. Dice our onions, sorry. All right, just going to give this a quick rinse. Okay. I'm dicing the onions first because this is going to be the first ingredient that I will be adding for our sauce. I really like my onions very tiny. Okay. You can cut it anyhow you like. Okay. I'll do the same. It's usually easier to cut your onions on a chopping board. Okay, and we're done with this. I'm just going to toss the head away. And now, I'm just going to rinse our pot. Like I said, you can always use the same pan you used to fry your chicken. All right. So the first thing we want to do is to melt our butter in the pan. Our pot is dried now. So I'm going to be adding 1 tablespoon of butter. I'm stirring this so that it melts faster. Ensure that your butter is in room temperature. All right, now we add our onions. Just a little bit stirring. Okay, so we add our sliced onions. And then we stir. We're going to fry this until our onions is soft. So about 30 seconds, 1 minute. Don't you just love the smell of onions when you're frying it? Okay, so I reduced some of the ratios from the ingredients that I mentioned earlier in the beginning because my tomato puree is really small. And then I have really, really small chicken. All right, just a few more minutes. Next, we'll be adding our ginger and garlic. If you love garlic and ginger like me, then this is just right. Okay? This is our ginger and garlic. I'll be adding 1/4 spoon. I really love garlic, so you just can't go wrong with it. I added 1 teaspoon of ginger and garlic. And I'm just going to stir this for about 1 minute. You can feel the aroma coming together already. Remember to stir consistently so you don't want your onion getting burned. Okay? Next, we're going to add our spices. Okay, first we'll add our turmeric. Again, because of the quantity, I'm just going to do about 1/2 teaspoon and just a little bit more. And then garam masala, our secret ingredients. I'm going to be adding a teaspoon, so about 2 of this would give you a teaspoon. Next, we'll be adding our ground cumin. 1 teaspoon of this. You want to stir consistently. And lastly, we'll add our coriander. Okay, the spoon is here. Okay. I know I look a mess, but it's fine. So we'll stir this for about 10 seconds before adding our tomato puree. So this is about a spoon. A tablespoon of tomato puree. So we're going to fry this on medium heat. You get that deep brown color. Next, we'll add in some chili flakes and then salt. All right, you fry this for about 15 minutes. You want that deep brown consistency. Next, we'll be adding our cream. our cooking cream, which is the best part. I'm going to stir and keep watching the consistency. This is about 1 cup of cooking cream. Next, we'll be adding our chicken. If you have chicken stock, now is a good time to put it as well. I use chicken thighs for this. You don't want to use chicken breast, so you don't overcook your chicken. Then we'll add our sugar. 1 teaspoon of sugar. I'm just going to let this simmer for about 8 to 10 minutes. So I'm going to be adding water. For those of you who might have chicken stock, you might not necessarily need to, but I want that paste. Okay, much better. So that's about ½ cup of water, but I'm not done using it yet. Oops. Okay. You can see it's now deep golden brown. This is the color you want. You keep pouring water and keep looking at the consistency so you get what you're looking for. Okay, just a little bit of water. So I'm just going to let this simmer for a little bit. Yes. And then we clear our kitchen. This dish can be eaten with rice or naan bread. I would definitely eat this with pasta. You know I love me some pasta. Okay. It's coming together already. Okay. If it's too thick for you, you can always add water again until you get the consistency that you're looking for. And with that, our tikka masala is ready. I hope you're excited as I am. I'm just going to give this a quick taste. Like I said, this, this can be eaten with whatever you want. Rice or naan bread. I prefer spaghetti, pasta, whichever you want. All right, we've come to the end of this segment.